Sana bhavatu sano gunaktu saviryam karavavai tejasvina vaditamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Bolo Satguru Sivananda Maharaj Ki, Shri Swami Hridayananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Namah Shivaya. Is it especially hot tonight? Yeah. So it's not my imagination that I'm actually asking a fan before I, faint here. Okay. So as we can see, with his little beautiful children, must be grown up now, takes any form, every corner of the world, there is something that is in the human heart. Prayer. So on one hand, we can talk, as mentioned yesterday, we can do it within a tradition. Like in the tradition that we follow, there are daily chants or daily prayers that we're doing, but of course it is something eventually it is something very personal, that even the prayers that we're doing and we learn and we recite them over and over again, at some point, hopefully, we come to deepen our connection with it and make it our own. So it is not something as a concept, but it becomes a deeper experience. So just a little bit what we covered yesterday, but this is just the end of what Swami Shivananda is saying in the portion that I related to last night. So a prayer is an invocation, a calling forth of spiritual forces, ever flowing through the human heart, mind, and soul. So Swami Shivananda is talking about the heart, the mind, and the soul. All of them need to be combined in order to become an actual experience. It is not something only in the mind. We can repeat different prayers. I mean, with mantras, when we're repeating mantras, the actual Shakti or power within the mantras, eventually it is shifting. It is shifting what is happening. It is bringing purification. But the understanding of it is very, very helpful for the most. But if we're talking about prayer, let us say in English or any language that you are talking and relating to, the understanding and the capacity to relate it to our life experience and then bring it, because it is an invocation. We're asking for this energy to come to us. So prayer is a mighty spiritual force. It is as real as the force of gravity or attraction. And we know it in nature. Unless you bring a counter force like a magnet, you cannot resist it, right? It comes all together. So here, the prayer is bringing or calling in that inner connection with the divine that is shifting and changing our mind, heart, and our life. Prayer is the very essence of religion, or we can call it, if you don't relate it to a specific religion, prayer is the essence of the inner call of the spiritual journey. It is the very core of man's life. No man can live without prayer. So we can live years without praying, and then there is a moment, and Swami Shivananda spoke yesterday, what really brings in the need, let us say, of prayer is distress. Remember last night we were reading from Swami Shivananda, so he talks about distress, those moments that were pushed, so to speak, to the wall, and then a call from within is coming, even if we're not seemingly believers or take ourselves as such. So it is. It doesn't belong to any specific religion. You want to sing a little bit more? Yes. Before you fall asleep? Yes. Okay. So actually, I don't know who wrote this song. I don't know, maybe Yogananda perhaps, I'm not sure. But at some point, one of our Sivananda teachers was traveling, Emmanuel. And when he came back to the country, he, you are not taking my full support, right? Thank you. I'm hiding behind the harmonium. Very safe here. Yeah. So he brought a few songs. This was one of them. Can you see the words? Hopefully. So we'll make it call and response. A lot of sweat up here on this stage. Sorry. One day I will see you, see you, see you. One day I will see you, my Lord. One day I will see you, see you, see you. One day I will see you, my Lord. See your light and see your love and see your wonders, my Lord. See your light and see your love and see your wonders, my Lord. One day I will hear you, hear you, hear you. One day I will hear you, my Lord. One day I will hear you, hear you, hear you. One day I will hear you, my Lord. Hear your light and hear your love and hear your wonders, my Lord. Hear your light and hear your love and hear your wonders, my Lord. One day I will touch you, touch you, touch you. One day I will touch you, my Lord. One day I will touch you, touch you, touch you. One day I will touch you, my Lord. Touch your light and touch your love and touch your wonders, my Lord. Touch your light and touch your love and touch your wonders, my Lord. One day I will be you, be you, be you. One day I will be you, my Lord. One day I will be you, be you, be you. One day I will be you, my Lord. Be your light and be your love and be your wonders, my Lord. Be your light and be your love and be your wonders, my Lord. Be your light and be your love and be your wonders, my Lord. I don't think I need it. I don't know. Is this an invitation, Swami? So this is a recommendation. It's a very beautiful, very tiny little book. The practice of the presence of God, and it is relating, or it's coming from within the Christian tradition. But really, if this is your background and you can relate to it as such, this is fine. But it is way beyond any tradition. It is written letters and guidance from a monk that found himself. And I would say, after reading and hearing it, I long ago I stopped counting the times. You can listen to it on YouTube, like an hour, maybe 15 minutes, just beautiful. There are different renditions of it. And he's praying. I think he really symbolizes a very high level of karma yoga, bhakti yoga, like completely interconnected. Because when he joins the monastery, his sole purpose is to serve the divine, and he really creates this very special, intimate, and yesterday I mentioned it, the intimacy that we need to connect with the divine. Otherwise, it is just here. It cannot stay here. Otherwise, it comes, it goes. There's something that we really need to imbibe within ourselves. So, recommendation. For those of you who like to listen to books, it's a good listening or a good book to read. Now, this is something, I don't know how many of you were here when Brother David Standal, I think that he passed on. He was here in the ashram many, many years back. And apparently it is part of the Psalms, I think Psalm 46 or something like this. And yesterday we were talking about the silence. Eventually the prayer, which is the deepest, is when we come to a place of silence. And as he was giving and reading it, I remember just falling in love with it, just as he was presenting, and somehow it came back now. So be still and know that I am God. In order really to know, we need to stop, we need to listen. because there's so much noise around us and within our mind, so that it is very, very difficult. Even if we pray, even if we ask, many times we don't stop to allow the answer to come in. Do you recognize it in your own life? You have a plan and you want to go, 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 but you don't take even a pause to see if some of it is being realized in your own life, in our own life. So be still and know that I am God. So the stillness. And then less and less, and getting into more and more. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. That I am. We're saying it so many times, I am doing this, I am doing that, but when we do it, when we say it, we're relating to the ego sense, and here we're talking about something of the essence, And then be still and know. Just by being still, knowledge start to manifest and come. Then be still. And they just be, which is the most difficult for most of us, who are creatures of doing more than being. So it is an invitation, a prayer and invitation. Just different tradition, different ways. One will have a japamala of 108 beads to repeat the divine name. Another one will hold the rosary. Another one will, I don't know how it is called in Islam, the matbacha? Masbacha? Masbacha, okay. It has, by the way, 99 beads. The rosary has 54. And the rosary that we're using, it is 108. You know, oh, the 9, it is. So in the Islamic tradition, I never thought about it. It's like a 9, 10 times 9, and this is a duplication of 9 in the 108. Yeah, 11 times. Yeah. And then just a little bit to hear Swami Shivananda, actually. Universal prayer, which we repeat twice or more times a day. So let us hear him. Hopefully.
Salutations and prostrations unto thee, thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, thou art Sachidanand, thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion and wisdom. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptations and to control the mind. Free us from egoism, lust, greed, anger and hatred. Fill our hearts with the divine virtues. Let us behold thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve thee in all these names and forms. Let us ever remember thee. Let us ever sing thy glories. Let thy name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee forever and ever. Om Shanti, 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 Om.
Shall I say it? Okay, let us see what's awaiting here. Okay. That's a beautiful chant that we have in the chant book, in the English portion. I don't know which page. So we'll finish with this one. Call and response. Door of my heart, open and wide I keep for thee. Door of my heart, open and wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just this once come to me. Will thou come, just this once come to me. Will my days fly away without seeing thee, my Lord? Will my days fly away without seeing thee, my Lord? Night and day, I search for thee night and day. Night and day, I search for thee night and day. Door of my heart, open and wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just this once come to me. Will my days fly away without seeing thee, my Lord? Night and day, I search for thee night and day. Door of my heart, open and wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just this once come to me. So maybe the deepest prayer that we may ask for is to have the blessings and know how to pray, really from the depths of our heart. Oh.